screen recording for my final major project, where for my timeline I've planned to document my process of beat making, discussing the influences that I've gained through just doing research from YouTube and other music, to also showing you what I'm doing in my tracks and what I want to do. So I'll just get started. Basically, I got sent some samples from one of my family members. This is a sample. It was 98 BPM and it's in B minor. I stayed with that. Come through a bit loud. Restore. Wondered how I got this way. I got astray. Just gonna skip it a little bit. Something to remind me. Put it in my nation. This is the bit I use. So I listen to it. I chop this part out. With me. So I basically, obviously I've just played you loads of that sample. I only chopped the last part, which you'll be able to probably hear. What I did is the first, like as soon as I got the sample, I chopped it so when I was happy with it, and any bits that I felt like I couldn't cut down properly and that were slightly clipping have been faded. They've got a fade out on each one. So it starts with this. It's got a pitch shifter on it, and it's been taken down -3 semitones with the mix put fully up. That just means that instead of having the original pitch it was at, and also the semitones, it's just got the semitoned pitch. So I've put a space designer on that, where it's a warped space designer, moving the space. It's called 3, 8-second reverb time. And also I've got channel EQ on there where it's been filtered quite a bit. I've taken a lot of the lows and a lot of the highs off. And also important for the intro is the filtered melody. It's a responsive wah-wah filter, it's on Logic. It is on Logic. It's fuzz wah, and it just gives it something different to when it drops. So I'll play it. So as you can tell, it's pitched down by 3 semitones, so it's different. This sound here that you can see that I've got my click on is an ARP. It's unfortunately not working today because the VST can't work, but it's just one chord on an ARP. This is the unfiltered second melody. It's got an extra silver verb plugin on. Yeah, it's got silver verb on it, and I've put the dry up to 70 and the wet up to 30. It's nothing, just the default version. I haven't gone to a certain preset. I've just messed around with it. And that bit there that we just got to, this bit is what I've chopped out the frequency part. So I was like, okay, I like that. What I did to get that sound is I reversed it, and where the filter had stayed on the original sample from the automation, it stayed on there, and I kept it, bounced it down, then reversed it, and that's where I get this sound. So that's the original sound, and then I've got, it drops with the kick, the bass, the snares. I'll quickly just go through the kick and individual instruments. So the kick I played in is really simple. It's quite slow, to be honest with you. It's not too fast, not too bouncy. Slightly almost sounds a bit off time, but I think it works. And it really works well, the 808. So then it's not an 808, sorry, it's the bass that I picked from Alchemy. And the reason it has that sound, just let me quickly, the reason it has that sound is because it has the sustain and the attack put up. And it holds it almost, like sustain. It just gives it a good sound, and it's different to what you sometimes might hear in tracks compared to the 808 trap bass that's commonly used. Snares are really simple. They're just audio files, audio from the sample pack that I use. They're really simple, just snares. With one snare has got a space designer on with bright vocal reverb. The rack snare's got silver verb on, which works quite well. But it's not too wet. It's got like more dry than wet, so it doesn't come out too much. Hats are really simple. They're put in a sampler track and they're played in, and they're just slow. They're layered and they're hand 35 each opposite way. Then you've got those slightly sort of faster hats. Play them a minute. So that's the hats and the bass together. So they're quite sort of, I mean, they're bouncy, but they're not overly fast. So they just stutter enough. And then I've got fast hats and here. So they're triplets. And basically I think that's, I've got extra hats. So I'll just show you the last bit, the last hat. So they're the fast hats just there. And they're different pitched. They're like, rather than certain two keys, they're different keys on a different note. This part here is a shifted melody where the fuzz wire filter gets brought back in again, but it's just chopped differently, like chopped rather, instead of having the whole audio sample as one, it's chopped into loads of little bits that's different. And then this part here has not got the filter on, and that part's reversed. So I'll just play that quickly from the drop. So this is the final track after all the drums and everything were added in. I obviously didn't really get an influence from anything but the influence from the sample, which I took and done my own thing to it. So I just skip it to this next bit here. So there's the fast that's coming in, 16 notes. Then there's an extra clap that I added in with some channel EQ and space designer. Also it's been pitch shifted, so it's been pitch shifted down. Sounds different, adds different effects to the hats. Also I forgot to mention, I've just got a reverse cymbal there, really simple. That's what makes that sustained sort of noise as it drops. Just quickly show you that on its own. So that's a reverse crash cymbal. And then this bit here is I exported a version and as an audio file, brought it back in and then reversed it. I mean, it's really delicate, you can't really hear it a lot. I'll turn it up. So you can hear it's reverse. And you've got the filter on it as well. And it goes back to the normal thing. So that's how I created the track Phantom for my final major project. I've yet to mix and master it, I've structured it, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this track. That's the influence I got, is from the sample. I'll copy a version of the sample in my final version when I post it